3-2-1. Kid Johnson with the exclusive with Paul Felder. Give us some insight on it, man. What do you think about the UFC rankings?
They're total BS now because, you know, that's the reason, at least one of the reasons. I'm not going to say it's the sole reason that I didn't get that title fight, but, I mean, just how insane would that have been if, you know, I happened to make 155 on the dot. I was ready to go. I'm in shape. I could easily fight 5 rounds. You know, just because you prepare for 3 doesn't mean I couldn't go 5. So it really sucks that after my last fight and a 3-fight win streak that they didn't put me in that top 15 after that. Because if they had, tonight and tomorrow could have been a different thing for me, just historically and financially.
How much does this add fuel to your fire? I know you're a very competitive guy and you're very focused. How much does this add to your fire?
Well, now I really can't wait to figure out what's going to be next, who I'm going to have next, and just try to figure this whole situation. I got a lot of life planning to do right now because, like I said, I've got quite a few commentary gigs lined up. One of which is coming up soon. That one's easy. I go home, hang out for a week or two, and then do AC. But there's some that are overseas and, you know, in other countries, in LA, I got to do a possible desk job coming up, and these are all amazing things that I want to do, but if they try to throw me right back on a fight card, I can't do that. I can't be doing all these analyst jobs and still training for a fight camp.
Does it give you confidence in the fact that you know that you're basically on the cusp? You keep doing what you're doing, that it's going to work out for you in the long term? Yeah,
I think this just proves that, you know, I've got a lot of support out there. I got a lot of fans out there that the UFC alone thought highly enough to even consider me to take that fight and to replace Max. But yeah, it's still quick, man. I knew only a couple hours ago. You guys just found out really recently. So by the time I got back to the hotel, pretty much everybody seems to know what's going on. So I'm taking it in like everybody else is.
You think you and Al not meant to fight, man?
Yeah, apparently not, man.
Y'all like Tony or Khabib?
We might be the other Tony and Khabib going on right now. Yeah, so we'll see what he does and how it works out for him. If he wins, maybe that's going to put him so up there. There's no way he fights me after a win, but I'll call him out.
Tell me this, as a fighter, this whole Conor stuff, what's your take on all that? Because for me, somebody who's neutral, that's a journalist, it seems like basically they bought the European stuff over here to the NYC, because I don't think they buy the eye for it in Ireland or Russia. It's like another day at the office, but over here.
Yeah, you're smashing our buses and causing a scene and taking fighters out of their job. I mean, this Chiesa and Pettis fight. Now both these guys, and my teammate doesn't end up with a fight because of the whole shenanigans, man. And you got Rose, who was so shook, she was even worried about if she was going to fight tomorrow night, and he just pisses me off, man. It's how can you defend a guy after that? And I made it clear on Twitter too that I'm not defending anybody that was involved in any of this stuff. The way it was handled from a lot of sides was bad, and it's just, we're professional athletes, man, and I know we're fighters, but as long as you're fighting for an organization and you're repping a company and you're repping who you are on television for kids and people to see this, like Dana said, Conor's got a little boy back home. He's going to look back on, oh, this is what Daddy did. Well, what are you going to do when he grows up?
And my question would be, is UFC 223 Curtis, what do you think about this crazy week for some of us that have been around it for a few years, like didn't just show up? It's been one of the crazy. This is right on par with 200 and John Jones and the whole drug thing.
This is I think takes the cake. I think this is definitely the craziest thing that's ever happened in the sport. But who knows? Unfortunately, I got to say, there's still some good fights left on the card, and I hope these guys got to step up. Now there's only is there 8 fights on the card now?
Yeah,
or 9?
Yeah, it's like 8 or 9.
It's like 8 or 9, right? So I mean, hey guys, those bonuses are out there. They better go and get them, right? It's going to be half the card getting bonused at this point with four bonuses given out. So it's crazy.